Hey Chelsea, this is a video of the damage. So it's obviously the back of the bus. It's on the right corner. So, this is what it looked like before with the paneling. So the paneling I removed over here. And then behind this paneling is insulation board, which you see here. And that's what I also removed over here, just to kind of get at where the leak was coming in from. And then I also removed foam core that was kind of used as like blocking, which you can see here. So that was all removed from the top. And as you can see, there's this, gosh, how do I say this? There's this kind of a wood liner between the shell of the car, of the bus. On top of this liner is this paper, which is right here. And this is where the black mold was happening because it was wet from the leaking or the condensation that was happening here, like due to the cold and the rain. So, this wood and the paper were like soaking wet, and then trapped behind the foam core and the insulation board. So it was just molding. It was just really gross. And I'm not entirely sure of the extent of the damage because, as you can see, the paper runs this way, and you can even see like some water. These were once wet. And then, well, right now it's not raining, and that's why it's kind of dry right now. And then you can see right here that there's kind of a water stain. So I think it does continue. I'm not sure how far. The rest of the bus looks fairly dry. But, it's like one of those who knows types of things. And that was when I was like, I give up. Like, this was too much for me to take on. You can see right here that there's also maybe some staining. So, it looks all right. It just, I just don't know if it's really right on underneath. So, yeah. I think the faulty insulation process was probably this paper that was just, acting as like a sponge for the condensation. This, when it was cold, this was completely had water droplets all over it. It was like condensating. And then of course when it was drier and Lila was over, we noticed that it was still dripping from here. So I think that there's not only condensation issue, which was very clear, but also a leaking issue. So it's coming in from somewhere. And you can see here that some of the steel support kind of framing is rusting. So yeah. Which, is probably still really strong. It just, with the leak needs to be sealed up. And it'd probably be fine, but hey, I'm not an expert. So, anyways, that's what's going on. Yeah. What else is there to say about it? So there's this wiring that goes across here, and it had this kind of wiring, sleeve on it. And it was just, this sleeve was over it, and it was just kind of a catch for all the water. Like, there was so much water that came out of this pipey thing. So I've just been like leaving it down so it could drain. So that's just kind of hanging there. There's no sense in me putting it back. So yeah. And then, there is a little bit of damage like to the top of this garage thing. You can see where the water was pooling. And of course, it's coming down this way. So all of this was everything that was removed, like the blocking and the foam core, the styrofoam, and then some of the wood here, you could tell this is what I took off. Yeah, so you could tell that there was black mold, which was the scary part. So yeah, that's more stuff I took down. And then down here, you know, this is where the water would land. So I'm not entirely sure what's going on there, but you know, from the look of it, it actually doesn't look that bad. So, but you know, it may need to be taken up. And that's pretty much it. I mean, down here, this was actually never sealed. I think his idea was like he was gonna put a bed here, and you know, the bed would have covered it. So that was actually never sealed. And I still have all the wood paneling, and it's all cut to size, so I didn't want to get rid of it. You guys could either, I don't know, clean it up and put it back, or you can just cut it, use it as a guide to cut the new boards. So anyways, that's there. All right, well, reach out if you have any questions. On this left side, you know, I was just removing paneling, so it wasn't so much like I had removed it because of water issues. So it was just sort of like, you know, all one piece. So anyways, that all came out in one fell swoop. Oh, and then of course the back, there was paneling on the back that again had like water damage on the right side. So yep. All right, reach out if you have any questions. Okay, bye.